Hello everyone, this is Elise, YouTube channel Radiant Butterfly 24. Today is Tuesday, and I want to say it is June 17th, 2025, and it is almost close to 3 a.m. in the morning. And I want you all to take a look at this drone out here, hiding within these trees right here. That's a drone. And I'm going to tell you, earlier I was having issues with my computer. And this is a reason why. And I was having issues like with my email. And one of my emails. And I'm just going to say that one of the online stores that I tend to shop online, I had to contact their customer service on last week, and involving a package that was delivered. And so I ended up getting compensated for what was going on with the package. So the customer service associate ended up, sending me an email. And so I didn't look at it right then. And so earlier I had decided to look at the email to see if the associate had ended up sending the email. And so I'm looking through the email. It wasn't in my inbox. It wasn't in the spam. And then, so I decided to call customer service again because I didn't see the email. And so, I had explained that to the other associate that I had talked to. And so, she had kind of had me on hold. And then, while I was on hold, so I'm like looking through my emails, and so I went to the unread, and I don't know why it ended up in the unread. And so so when she came back to the phone, I ended up telling her that I had found it, and I had clicked on it, and then all of a sudden, like, the screen got bigger, enlarged, and I had to like go, how you go up to the right hand corner and like decrease the size, the letter size. And so then all of a sudden that email disappeared. And I'm like looking for it, and I had told the customer service lady that I had found it, which I did because I was getting ready to copy and paste the information from that email. So I'm looking. It took another 15 minutes, and she said, well, take your time, And so I never did find it. So she ended up having to send me another email. And she was like, well, I want to know if you had gotten it, I'll stay on the phone and to make sure you have gotten the email. So, again, I'm looking in the inbox, looking in the spam, and of course, again, I went to the unread because that's where the other one was. So that's where it was, and I told her I had ended up getting it. I had ended up copying and pasting the information, and then again, it ended up disappearing. And so I ended up deciding, like after that call, um, I had ended up going to another like website of another website, and something was going on with that, as if it didn't recognize my email, which this was a different email. So I'm like, okay, I'm about to call my service provider, um, that's like over this, like the security over the computer, because something is not right, something is going on. And so I ended up contacting them, and I talked to someone and told them like what was going on. And so the one person, she was saying, well, do like a little scan or whatever. So I did the scan, but like in the middle of the scan, I'm like, well, because I was expecting to do like a remote for somebody to go in and see what was going on. And I'm like, if I do a scan, then they won't even see what's really going on. And so about almost time for the scan to be done, then she ended up transferring me to another tech support. And so then tech support, she wanted to know what was going on and whatnot. And I had to explain what was going on when that should have been in the notes or whatnot. So she had me on hold, and I began to notice that my phone was doing something odd, where um, it seemed like the merge button was like not highlighted. And I was wondering if, because how the phones or the devices be hacked into, of what's being done. And so everything was highlighted in white except for the merge button. And so when she came back to the phone, I was telling her about that, and she was like, "Well, the call isn't merged. It's not like it's a conference call." And I was like, "I understand that, but that icon should be, white as well, just along with the other ones. I understand it's not like a conference call." And so she had came back to the phone and said that she had gotten with her colleagues or whatever and was telling them what was going on, and they were saying that it could be like some type of browser issue. And so what she was trying to do was trying to get me to pay extra, for a service. And I'm like, no, because that's what they always do, trying to get you to pay extra. And that's what with this program, with them trying to get you to pay, out of some more money or whatnot. And I said, you know, I don't believe that it has anything to do with a browser, because they was trying to, because I was telling them I believe my phone is being, not my phone, my computer is being hacked into. And so they're going to come up with some browser thing, but I already knew what was going on. And I'm like, no, I don't think it's the browser, and I'm not paying no extra money for to pay for some browser for them to be able to do a remote access to do something with the browser. That don't have nothing to do with it. And I knew this drone was out here, because I'm gonna tell you it was like earlier, part of the evening when it was dark. I noticed that it was a shadow on the top of this tree here. So that meant that the drone was like on top of this roof here. And so I had ended up getting off the computer, and I happened to have walked near this window, and sure enough, this drone is out here. And I'm gonna tell you, when I did, before getting off the computer, I noticed that my little internet, like the little I can't think of it right now. I'm just gonna call it the modem. The modem router was really hot to the touch, hot to the touch. So when it's hot like that, even like when your phone is hot like that, they're hacking into the devices, because it shouldn't have been hot like that. It was hot to the touch. So I ended up unplugging it. And then when I like walk past this window, I'm like, oh, okay. So whoever's controlling this drone, they're the ones that's hacking into the devices. And I just wanted you all to see this. This drone up there hiding up in the trees. And it can look right into your home, into your windows, through the walls. And that's what they up there doing. So no, it wasn't no browser going on with the computer. It's them hacking into the computer and making the computer screen freeze up and not, um, having like that fast internet speed because of what they're doing. So this is what I'm dealing with. And then these perps across this back wall here with they beaming lights on, beaming like toward over in this direction. But because of the trees, then got the leaves on there now. It's not beaming as much. But they're part of the targeting that's going on in this community. And I did do a video, I hadn't posted it yet, of when was it, the other day. I heard some loud talking like early in the morning, was around 9 something. And then all of a sudden I heard like a lawnmower. So that was the noise campaign. So someone that does the lawn over there, which they're part of the targeting as well. And so they're I'm gonna tell you, these people yards over here, they used to, before I knew about this targeting, they used to have like a regular old lawnmower cutting the grass. And so like the other day, it was somebody on a red riding lawnmower. He had on some red shorts. So they in on the mess. They in on it. And also, those perps have a white vehicle. So they always doing something with the white vehicles. And then what was it the other day, the next day, where I'm pointing out here, where it's dark, across the brick wall there, they had somebody come over, and it was a so-called landscaper on a sitting lawnmower. And I'm gonna tell you, it took them like of cutting both of those grasses less than 5 minutes, and they went toward the front. And both times early in the morning, 9 something in the morning. So that's the noise campaign. So they part of it. They in on it. Look at these old, whoever flying this drone, little perverts. Perverts. That's what they are. Losers. Early in the morning trying to watch somebody. 3 something in the morning. 3 a.m. in the morning. And then look at the other neighbors down there with their lights on. Well, they not neighbors over in this community, but they neighbors over in that, across that back brick wall there. The residence over across that brick wall. But yeah, take a look at it, everyone. That's why my computer was acting up. Wasn't nothing wrong with it. And why they had me online on hold, that's probably who they was talking to. That's probably exactly who they was talking to. And to tell me that something going on with the browser and trying to have me to pay some 20 some dollars. No, I don't think so. You got to be crazy. And they be in on a mess trying to get some money. And you know, no one's hacking into the computer. It's the browser. No, it's this drone out here, whoever flying it. And they need to get the hell on. There it is. Hiding up in those trees. And see, now that it's like the spring, summer, or whatnot, then that's what the drone does. Hide in between those leaves and branches. Trying to spy on somebody, surveillancing somebody, stalking somebody, community harassment, community targeting. Trying to watch and see what I'm doing. Unbelievable. But I already have videos like this where they're like a drone is in the back. And then sometimes it's like as if it's appearing like a moon. Like really a full moon. And as I was gonna say as about low as this drone is that you see. But yet that's a moon. That ain't no moon, it's associated with a drone. So they do something to where to make it that light look like a moon. So I wonder how long this drone gonna be out there. So yeah, just wanted you all to take a look at this. These perverts, that's what they are. So disgusting, so pathetic, such losers, lunatic losers. That's what they are. Up in the tree right there. Take a look at it. That's why my computer was acting up. That's why my router modem was like I said, hot to the touch. Where I had to unplug it for it to cool off. So I'm probably gonna I'll be uploading this video. Just want you all to take a look at it. I don't want this video to be long. So I'm going to end this video right here. Hope everyone have a good night. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And thank you for watching my channel.